Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Happy New Year. Second straight video in the building. Before we get started, make sure to smash the like, hit that subscribe, make sure your post notifications are turned on, make sure you share on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Hope everybody is having a wonderful New Year's night on this Hump Day Wednesday. On to the video. So BJ Armstrong there was an article on BJ Armstrong talking about Michael Jordan from the Basketball Network. Shout out to the Basketball Network. That's where I got the source from. And he was talking about MJ's defensive intangibles. And what he talked about was how Jordan would gamble a lot on defense, because what he would do is he would anticipate the ball and why he struggled guarding shooters. And what I'm going to say to BJ is, BJ would know Michael just because he played with Michael Jordan for 6 seasons. So I take BJ's comments as credible because Michael did gamble a lot on defense. He did. Michael did have great anticipation when he stole the ball. I mean, he led the league in steals 3 times in his career. And people don't understand, though, also, despite the fact that Jordan gambled, if you look at Jordan's defensive metrics, he was always pretty much in the top 10 in the NBA for mostly all 13 seasons in Chicago, 11 full if you discount the 93-94 season and 85-86, and most of 94-95. But Jordan was always in the top 10 defensively, top 10, the top 5, the top 3 when it came to defensive statistics. When you look at defensive impact, you look at defensive win shares, you look at rankings for Defensive Player of the Year as well, and making first team all defensive teams at the guard position, and which is what's really astounding for Michael. And he had the ability to play guys and also had the ability to play free safety, so he could just roam around on the defensive end. But BJ Armstrong said that Jordan would gamble a lot when he would go up against shooters. Now, here's the thing with that I would say about BJ. If you assign Jordan to where his job was to guard that shooter and stay with him, then Jordan could actually give guys hell. I'll give you an example. Take a look at the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals and look at Game 7. Ron Harper was guarding Reggie Miller, but then Ron Harper got injured. Like, he injured his back, and he wasn't really able to play for the rest of the game. They put Jordan on Reggie Miller in the second half of that game. And Reggie Miller went scoreless in the fourth quarter. And I remember I was watching the YouTube video of the game that was uploaded. And people were like, oh, how come Reggie made a disappearing act? How come Reggie was being passive? I said, Reggie is someone who is always going through double and triple staggered screens to get open. And usually at times it's to be a decoy for the defense, and then at times the plays are to get him open. Well, Michael Jordan was able to stick to Reggie in that second half, and in the fourth quarter, Reggie didn't score. So it showed you that when it came to matchups, if Michael Jordan was able to be on somebody, he would do it. I mean, they put him on Penny Hardaway in the 96 playoffs when Pippen was having a hard time guarding Penny, and I think it was in Orlando. They put Jordan on Penny. Penny struggled. I mean, Penny gave Jordan and Pippen fits, of course. But when it came down to it, like when it came to the playoffs, it's if you look at that 96 Eastern Conference Finals, yeah, Jordan was able to stay with Penny and was able to shut him down. So my point is that was Jordan always going to shut the opponent down? No, not always. Yeah, because there are nights where you're going to get beat when somebody is just cooking you offensively. And it's happened to Jordan before. So, but when Jordan had his mindset of he wants to guard somebody because he feels like he could give them nightmare problems, because Jordan, like I said, had a high wingspan. Jordan was able to shield his man in defensive stances. There were times that Jordan didn't make the effort to be able to stay with a guy on the screen, but when Jordan wanted to, when he was capable, he could do it. So yeah, that's what made Jordan versatile on defense, is that he can guard his position, he can guard point guards, even though there were point guards that did give him trouble, of course. It's going to do it. It's going to happen. But he was able to do that. Like when he wanted to and does a really nice job of staying on a guy and not going under screens, Michael Jordan can do a great job. It's a lot of times when he would get under screens is when he would get caught in no man's land, when he's trying to gamble and then trying to get the steal. When he's able to stay in front of his man, Jordan anticipates even better. So he could force a bad shot. He could steal the ball too. So that's what made Jordan special. But I agree with BJ though. At times he did gamble a lot. But look, hey, that gamble helped Jordan. He was able to help the Bulls become one of the better defensive teams in the league. Now, obviously, he didn't do it alone. Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, obviously Dennis Rodman coming in for the second three-peat. So, yeah, it definitely had help, of course, but it didn't take away from Jordan's effort, man. And that's the thing that people got to pay attention to, Jordan's effort on defense. Like, he was still playing solid defense even at age 39, 40 on one bad leg. That's crazy. Broken rib MJ, out of shape MJ, bad knee MJ, bad leg MJ, and he was still putting forth the effort. So BJ Armstrong makes valid points in terms of like shooters did give Jordan problems and he did gamble a lot because he would ball watch. That's true. But more times than not, Jordan was able to be successful just because of his ability to anticipate and his effort on defense in guarding one-on-one too. So guarding one-on-one, helping on double teams, and then being able to anticipate when other guys were doing the work on defense too. That's what made Jordan very versatile on defense. So I agree with BJ, but it also goes to account. And listen, I'm going to say another thing. Listen to what Dan Marley said about Jordan. He would say when being guarded by the Bulls, he said he would be so glad to be guarded by Scottie than compared to MJ. Food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Louis with another one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Again, happy 2025. Happy New Year, everybody.